Well, now I want to show you how to finger knit little cording. And some of you maybe know how to do this. And it's something I learned when I was a little girl from my mom. And she would make mittens, and then she would need to make the string because she would knit them. And so then she needed to make the long string to fit through our jackets. And so she would finger knit them, and it was always kind of mesmerizing. So she would show me how to do that, and then I could do that with yarn. So I just kind of remembered that along the way. And so sometimes when you're wanting to hang, like this is your little ornament from this week, and you'd want to use more than just a string of pearl cotton or a cording, and you want to make your own. So this is cording that I did for the little mitten that we're showing today. And so let's see if I get there. There's a better view of it. And it looks like it is just like a single woven little cording. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This one is from a ornament or for a garland for another day. So here's just a little sneak peek. And I use that as a cording. And I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow or if that's going to be down the road just a little bit. So I'm going to just tease you with that, just a teeny tiny bit. Okay, so to get started, you can use one strand of something if it is heavier. Like I said, I learned to do it when I was just a little girl with my mom with yarn. But you could use two kinds of cords. You could use something decorative. I happen to use a Valdani size 12 because that's what I did my little stitching in the mauve. And then I am using in the blue green, which is just a DMC pearl in a size 8. So they're two different sizes, doesn't matter. I liked the color together. So how I'm going to start that, I'm just going to move this out of my visual path. And so I'm going to start that, but I'm going to take the two, I'm going to need to unwind enough of them to get rolling. I'm going to make I'm just going to leave a nice tail because that way then that helps later. I'm just going to move these off the side here a little bit so they don't get in the way. Let me just do this. Okay. And I will make a slip knot. And to make a slip knot, you've probably all done this 1,000 times. Okay. So that's it. Starts with a slip knot. And then you've got your long tail. You're not working with those. Those are just left long. I use them like that so I have a way to attach them when I am done. So with this, it just becomes like a coordination of like, here's my two fingers. And I'm going to take and I'm going to through. So I'm using this to pull. And I am just tightening that up. And then I am doing it again. I'm using this, I'm tightening it up. So I'm using this to glide this back. And I'll do the, oops, I better open that up a little bit so I get my fingers inside there. Pull it too tight to show you. Okay, so I am creating, if you look, like with my fingers on my left side, you kind of get your fingers going in whatever kind of direction. This loop tends to get larger, so I'm just going to bring it down. And that you do the entire way. You keep adjusting the size of that. And I'm like creating tension with one finger. And I'm creating just, it's just a slip knot over and over and over again. And making this as long as you want. And it doesn't take any time at all before you get a few inches. You need about 6 inches to make a hanging cord that is long enough. Let's continue to do this. Let's see what's happening here. I'm just making my fingers work. It might feel awkward if you've never done such a thing, but my right hand is doing the pulling. My left hand is acting like a tension. And I'm just continuing to do it and do it and do it. So see, It's just going to create that really pretty variegated little cord that you can use for all kinds of things. And sometimes maybe you want to put like a little piece of metallic through it, or you want to put if you're doing it for something larger, like you're using it for knitting and doing something as a decoration on a hat. I have used this and then coached it on, like, let's say if this were a piece that I wanted to attach on, I could take and put a piece of this, I may even still do that. I could put a piece of that into the center and stitch it on, so you could use it really in any way that you possibly would want to. But I mean, I'm just showing you how to do this for the cord. So that is it. And when I am done with that, let me just cut this off. Let's pretend it's long enough. And if I am done with it, I just take and pull the loop out, pull the end, and now it's knotted on either end. I would take and create the loop, and then I will just take and tie those together and attach them to whatever it is. So very easy, have fun, enjoying doing that. So that's how you're going to make some hanging cords.